Hello students, we'll continue our class on moment distribution method. We have completed the analysis of non-sweep frames by moment distribution method. In today's class, we'll see the analysis of frames with sway by moment distribution method. Now, we have seen how the frame will sway. I am not going to discuss again that thing. Now, what happens in frame with sway? So, let us discuss that the frame with sway. Now, frames with sway. Now, there are two parts. One first is we carry out the analysis. In the first step, we carry out analysis as a non-sway frame. We forget there is a sway. We have already discussed in the class how to carry out these frames with sway with non-sway analysis. That same thing you have to carry out here first. So first step is carry out the analysis. Carry out analysis as non-sway. Okay, as already you have seen as a non-sway frame. So all the steps that calculate these fixed moments, calculate this distribution factor, then do the moment distribution and find final moment. So by the non-sway analysis, you find the final end moment. The step P will carry out, consider the fever diagram and calculate sway force developed at additional support assumed at beam level. Okay. Now what we'll do now, let us, so you will go for sway analysis now. So first is non-sway analysis and second is sway analysis. So definitely these problems are lengthier problem because if you carry out these both non-sway and sway analysis is equivalent to problems. But this type of problem you will find in competitive examination like UPSC examinations, civil service examinations, or engineering service examinations. So we'll go for these long type questions. This sway analysis generally common. You should understand this problem. Now let me decide. Draw this a frame. Okay. Now this is the problem. Suppose this type of problem is given. Okay. So both ends are fixed. Now suppose here there is a load. There is a force applied here. So let it be A, B, E, and B. So let it be I1. I1. Let it be I2 momentum this may be different. Okay. Now what we can say, this can be equivalent to. Okay. This is equivalent to, let me say like this. So now this frame is equivalent to this frame. Let it be H1, height is H1, height here is also H2. So take all this thing. And the load P is at a distance A from this point B. So this is equal to this P. Okay. And now I am giving now the additional support I am assuming here at the beam level. So let be the additional support is given like this. So due to this additional support, what will happen? There will be a reaction here, horizontal reaction S. So I can say these plus the same beam column frame system with force applied here S. So both plus minus cancels out. Both plus minus cancel out. So this beam can be equivalent to this. Remaining all the properties are same. So we can say this plus this. So in one all the load applied, here only sway is applied now. Okay. Now if we try to find out this equilibrium, what will find out? We'll find out the equilibrium. What is the equilibrium now? Now your S, but the value of S will be equal to S is equal to So now the reaction will be HA plus HD. Okay, here will be reaction HA, here will be reaction HD. Then all are taken in positive directions. HD. Okay, so S will be equal to HA plus HD plus P, because P is a force applied here. All the horizontal force will be in equilibrium. So you know, for this span AB, we can write down this is equal to MAB. This already we have explained in slope reflection method, if I remember well, plus MBA minus P into A divided by H1 plus MCD plus MDC divided by H2 plus P. Okay. So now S can be divided like this way, plus P. So this plus P. So now S can be defined in terms of MAB, MBA, MCD, MDC, all these. Now, once you do the second step, then you come to the third step. What will be done now? In the first step, we have analyzed as a non-sway frame. In second case, in the second step, we made the equivalent thing, and we give this additional support for considering if free body diagrams calculate sway force developed if you are assuming the additional support at the beam level. So S becomes equal to the HA HD plus P. So calculate HA by drawing the free body diagram of column AB, and calculate this value of HD by drawing the free body diagram of column CD, which we have already explained in slope deflection method. We have also discussed. Then if there any horizontal force, you just add it. So that will be equal to S. The third steps, assume arbitrary sway. So assume value of delta, any value of delta. Assume arbitrary sway. So you don't know what is the value of sway value. Okay, you take any value of sway, arbitrary sway. So take the value of arbitrary sway. Now for this arbitrary sway, you have to find the fixed end moments. Let it be the value is equal to delta. Suppose let the value is delta. Delta you can take 100, 10, 20, whatever value you assume, you can assume. Any arbitrary sway means you have some value of delta. They may be by giving the higher value, the distribution will be easy. If you value 1 kilonewton meter, then you have to compound 0.001 other for converging the thing. If you take delta is equal to 10, 20 or 50, so you have to after 5, 6 cycles converge to below 0. So now if delta is the value, what will be the value of MFAB? MFAB will be equal to MFBA. MFBA, that is equal to minus 6 EI1 delta 1 by H1 square. Similarly, your MFCD is equal to MFDC. MFDC will be equal to minus 6 EI2 delta I2 I2 delta by H2 square. So we can find out both the values. The fixed moments due to the value of delta. So we can take sway towards right. Positive sway, you can take towards the right value. So you can take like this. So delta is like this. You can take the delta value here like this. Here the delta value will come like this. So this is the value of delta. Okay. So it will be MAB and MCB will find out like this. Now, what is the ratio now you say? What is the ratio of MFAB by MF CD. What is the ratio now? It will be, you see this by this. So 6 is cancelled, delta delta cancel, E cancel. It will be I1. It will be I1 by H1 square divided by I2 H2 square. So this will be the H2 square. So this will be your value of the ratios. If you assume the value of the MFAB something, then you can value the MFCD. So the point of discussion is for any arbitrary sway, you can value the moments due to the arbitrary sway, some value of fixed moments at AB. Then you can find the fixed moment CD on the other column by just proposing this. If I1, I2, H1, H2 all are same, so it is equal to same. If they are different value, then you can take the value accordingly and find out. So this is the relationship to find out the arbitrary values of fixed moments due to sway in the columns. So we can find the values by this proportionate. So MFAB by MFCD is equal to I1 by H1 square by I2 H2 square. So assume any value of MFAB. So as I've told you, it can take 10, 20, 50, 100, so that it will convert a little better for your calculation. You can take 1 km/meter, you can take 5, you can take any value, the arbitrary value. But for purpose of calculation, you take such a manner that it will be easy to convert and easy to calculate yourself. Okay. Now after this step, then what is the next step? We'll do. Now assume value of MFAB and value of calculate the value of MFCD. Okay. So that I've told. So assume you get the relationship. So assume MFAB and calculate MFCD. Once you calculate MFAB, then you can calculate the value of MFCD. Now what you will do? So once you know the value of fixed moments, then do the moment distribution. So then here you do moment distribution. So moment distribution table you prepare. Or due to this arbitrary sway, do once again the moment distribution as you have done in case of non-sway. Now you got this value of moments due to the sway and calculate the value due to this moment distribution due to the piston. So MFAB, MFCD, MFDC, MFCD, and in the B it will be 0. The relative displacement delta between B and C is 0. So MFDC and MFCD equal to 0. So now calculate the values. Okay. So once you make the distribution tables, now you will find the value of final moments. You find the final moments MAB. So MBA, MCD, MBA, MCD, and MDC. So all these values you can calculate from this moment distribution table. So this is the final moments due to arbitrary sway. And we don't know the exact value. We have assumed some value of fixed moments MFAB and then corresponding value of the fixed moments for the column CD we have found. Then we do the moment distribution because we have already calculated distribution factors. So by putting the distribution factors, we can calculate the end moments, final end moments. Now what we'll do? Let due to this sway, let the horizontal reaction be S dash. Okay, we have the S value. Now let it be S dash. We don't know what the value S dash. So now S dash plus HA plus HD is equal to 0. It is only due to sway. So what does it imply? Now S dash, what is HA? MAB plus MBA by H1. So already you have calculated MAB plus MBA by H1, right? It is only sway. So there is no, if you draw the free body, it will look like this. Just let me draw the free body diagram. Now this will be your HA. This is HD. And this is your S. You can find the value of S there. So all will be equal to 0. So plus MCD plus MDC by H2 is equal to 0. We are taking all in positive direction. So sway towards right is positive, and these forces towards right reactions are right positive. So take positive direction. So accordingly, find the value of S square. Okay. Now, from this particular MAB known, MBA known, H1 known, MCD, MDC, everything is known. So what will find out? So you will find out from here. Calculate S dash. Okay. We are calculate S dash. Now, the next step, you calculate the sway correction factor. Sway correction factor. Sway correction factor. The sway correction factor now. The sway correction factor K is taken as S by S dash. We have calculated the S value earlier. Now S dash, so that is the sway correction factor. So the final moments in the each span, MAB, MBA, MCD, MD, all can be obtained by the relation final moment is equal to non-sway moments. We have calculated non-sway moments. First, we have done the analysis just like non-sway analysis. So non-sway moment plus K times this K times sway moment. Then now we can draw the bending moment diagram of this. So this is the methodology to find out the values for sway analysis. So before going to problems, let me summarize the things. What you did, that by seeing the frame, we can know whether it will be sway or non-sway. Once you confirm it is a sway problem, sway analysis is required, then the first step, you solve the problem as a non-sway problem. Forget anything. You just do all the steps you have already done for any problem as a sway non-sway problem. One, you assume the completed non-sway problem, so you find the value of final moments. Once you know the final moments, then assume that any sway happens. Okay, any sway happens, and for that sway, you have to do the sway analysis. So before that, if you give some additional supports and for which you calculate the force developed, so you can find the horizontal reaction S due to force. That S you can find out that we have seen HA plus HD plus P is equal to 0, and this MA HA HD can be written in terms of MAB, MBA, and if any horizontal force available in the section, we can find out the value of this horizontal reaction HA, HD, and P. That is the value of S due to non-sway analysis, right? Now we have to do the sway analysis. For sway analysis, we develop the equation that the ratio between the moments of the columns AB and CD, it depends I1 by H1 square divided by I2 by H2 square. So if you assume any arbitrary value of fixed moments for the column AB, then you can calculate on the column CD. So once you know the fixed moments AB, BA, CD, DC, now do the moment distribution for these moments in the frame. Okay. And because you know the distribution factors, you can do this moment distribution analysis. So after the moment distribution analysis, you calculate this the horizontal force developed, that is S dash plus HA plus SD is equal to 0. And again now HA plus SD depends on the moments MAB, MBA, that final moments calculated by considering the arbitrary value of the fixed end moment. To calculate the value of S dash, now the sway correction factor is equal to S by S dash. So S by S dash will give the sway correction factor. Now the final moments is equal to the final moments you have calculated by non-sway analysis plus the sway correction factor times the final moments you have calculated due to sway analysis. Both you combine, that will give the final moments. Once you finalize these moments A, B, B, A, B, C, C, B, C, D, and D, C, then you can draw the bending moment diagram for the frame. So this is the procedure for calculating this moments for sway analysis. Let us go for these problems. Okay. Now, based on this theory or the concept that we explain how to develop this or how to conduct this sway analysis, now we will solve the problem by using these methods. So, as I've already told, this is a very lengthy problem, and because it is lengthy, because we have to do two times you have to do the moment distribution. It's similar to two problems. It is not say one problem. It is like two problems we are solving. So it will take more time. So if at all you have to do this problem, then in your semester examination, try to leave this problem. When no other problem you can do, then you attend this problem and go slowly to solve this problem. Okay. Now this is the example problem given. So it is given that 5 meter is the height of the columns. Moment of inertia is constant because here it is written EI is constant. So EI is constant means I is same everywhere. A, B, B, C, C, D. There is a point load of 16 kilonewton acting at 2 meter from end B. So now it is eccentrically loaded on this span BC. So there will be sway. Every condition remaining same. You will see the geometry is the same along the center, but the loading is not same. That is why there will be. So now it is a sway problem. So for doing the sway problem, first we have to do the non-sway analysis as we have discussed. So let us go to non-sway analysis. What will happen in non-sway analysis? As you know, AB, EA, CD, EC. So for all these cases, the fixed end moment will be equal to 0 because there is no load on this column AB and column BC. Simply write down MF AB, MBA, MF CD, and MF BC also. Right? Forgot this. MF BC. So that is equal to MF DC is equal to 0. All these values equal to 0. Now find MF BC minus W A B square by L square. So A is equal to 1. So that is 4. So I think there is a mistake on this question perhaps. He has taken 1 means it should be 1. This is not 2 meter. Make correction. So this is basically, this is 1 meter. Okay, this is 1 meter and this is 4 meter and this total is 5 meter. This make correction. So the calculation part, we have taken this as 1 meter. 1 meter. Okay. So WAB square by L square and MFCB is equal to W S square B by L square. It will be negative. This will be positive. So these things already you have, you know these things from your so many problems we have discussed. So that is why this will come like this. Then we go to distribution factor. Okay. Again, he has taken relative stiffness. All the ends are fixed. So you will find they are the same values 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 because everywhere is I by L. So height is same, height is 5 and the horizontal span is also 5. So everyone find I by 5, I by 5, I by 5 and I by 5. Okay. So the relative stiffness, it is 0.4i, 0.4i. So it is 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So in all cases, you'll find this distribution factor point. Now we'll go to the moment distribution table. Moment distribution table for what? For non-sway analysis. So first we are doing the non-sway analysis. Once this non-sway analysis is done, then we'll go for sway analysis. Now, in the non-sway analysis, you write the joint A, B, C, D, as we are already done for many problems for beams and the frames. And then write the member A, B, B, A, B, C, D, B, C, D, and D, C. These are members on different joints A, B, C, D. Then distribution factor for A, B, and D, C both and fixed. So if they're fixed, it will be 0 and 0. And then all are 0.5, 0.5. Now, fixed end moments is only at BC and CB, other there is no load. So 0, 0, there will also 1, 0 is missing here for us. There will be 0 value here, okay? It is 0. The fixed moments come 0, 0, minus 10.24 and plus 2.56. So once you write the fixed end moments, because both the ends are the fixed, so there is no, you are not able to do this, release these some joints to take the value and then balance it. So all are fixed and directly do the thing. Now 10.24 is the now unbalanced moment at joint B minus 10.24. So what will do? You apply plus 10.24. Then it will be distributed to BA and BC with 0.5. So both are plus 5.1 to plus 5.1. Similarly, here it is 2.56 in the joint C. So you have to apply minus 2.56 and then distributed to both the members for balancing minus 1.2 minus 1.2. So once to the balancing, then will carry over. So it will carry over here 2.56 and here it will go 2.56, here minus 0.64 and here minus 0.6. As you know, to the fixed ends, everything goes to fixed ends. So fixed ends will not take any kind of, it will take, absorb all the moments that will be transferred to this fixed end. So similarly, we can find this value here. Now, once you make carryover, then balance, again, you see here it is minus 0.64 and here it is plus so minus 0.64 and plus 2.56 here. So minus 0.64 means you have to apply 0.64. So it will be plus 0.32 and plus 0.2 or plus 0.32 and here it will be plus 0.32. And here it is 2.56 means you have to apply minus. So 2.56 means I think he has done some mistake here. 2.56 it must come as minus 1.28 and minus 1.28, right? So there is some mistake here. It should be minus 1.28. Somebody has solved it and made some mistake. So please do accordingly. Minus 1.28. So now he has done correctly. Minus 1.8 has come here. Minus 0.64. But there is some typography error here. It will minus 1.28 minus 1.28. Now while it will be transferred is minus 0.64 and here is also minus 0.4. Now these values are giving correct value. And here it is 0.16, here it is 0.16. Okay. So I think you now got the point. Now once you get here minus 0.64, it will apply 0.4, so it will be plus 0.32, 0.32. Here 0.16 apply minus 0.16, minus 0.8, minus 0.8. There is a copy paste here, so it should be minus 1.28. Okay. So now the carryover it will be 0.04 minus 0.04, and here it is minus 0.04, and here it is 0.16, and here it is 0.1. Now you go to balancing the section. If you balance now here, what is the value here? Minus 0.04. Then you apply 0.02 to 0.02, minus 0.02 minus 0.02, and then if you want to carry over from half, will carry over here minus 0. Minus 0. Either you can stop and also balance. You may or may not. This it will not do this also. That will remain correct. So there is no issue because this value will be slightly different. Okay. Now he has taken this here carryover again and carryover, but no carryover has been done here to here. So it has stopped here. You can also stop at this end. So without going calculation, you can do here and do the calculations. There is slight change here to be minus 1.8 minus 1.4. It will be also 2 point something. Some value will come here. 0.88 or something like that. Okay. Now to find out this final value, you go on adding the values. Add all the values up to here, fixed end moments, and you will get this value. Similarly, you can go to here 0. So you can go on adding all these in this column. So everywhere you can go on adding these columns, and you can find these values, corresponding values. So now final moments here is coming 2.89. Here it is 5.78, and both are equal and opposite, so it is same. 2.72 minus 2.72 and minus 1.3. So now let us go to this next step. So now what is S? Now he has done the free body diagram. So 2.8, here is 1.73, 2.89, 5.78. Both are acting clockwise, okay. Clockwise, and here it is in this column minus minus, so anti-clockwise. So now he has calculated the value of HA and SC from this. So as I've told you, you can take MAB. So this is clockwise, so it must be anti-clockwise. So HA plus HD. So this is your value of HA. Okay. Now this is your value of HA, and this is your value of HD. Okay. Now that your value is acting here. So if you draw the free body diagrams, so now this the column reactions R can be obtained. So so we can apply the value of S. So what is the value of S? We have seen value of S is equal to clockwise HA minus HD. So that is the value of 0.91 will come is the value. That is for the value of S. So we have taken R, we have taken S. So we have taken any value S or R. So that is the value of this reaction here. Now let us go for this non-sweep problem. Now we'll go for the non-sweep problems to sweep problem. Now you apply here R dash. Now here R you can apply R dash here, and delta dash is the value. So I am not going to explain these things. Already we have done. So what is the ratio they have? We have decided that if what was our thing, we have calculated. You can go to that MFAB by MFCD, okay, is equal to I1. Keep this in mind. We don't do this analysis. I1 by H1 square by I2 by H2 square. Here I1, I2 same, H1, H2 by same. So this is equal to 1. So MFAB is equal to MFCD. So you can value if MF is equal to minus 100, MAB you can value plus 100. So anything can value minus plus what you assume according to the value of HA will come. Okay. Now he has taken everything clockwise and this is clockwise, so you can find out this value. Now these values are taken anti-clockwise, so this is taken like if I take clockwise plus, and you can find the S R dash will come like this way. It depends what you are taking. So you can take plus minus, it doesn't matter. Finally, you have to calculate the value of the horizontal reaction. Okay, and both has to be divided to find the sway corrections. Now he has taken minus 100. Okay. So now for this minus 100, both are minus 100. We will do this. Let us do this sway analysis. If you do this sway analysis, now like the previous problems, you write down what is the members, joints, distribution factor is 0 here. It is 0, 1 5. This is 0, 0.5, 0.5, 0.50. Now the fixed end moments is minus 100 here, minus 100 here, and minus 100 here, minus 100 here. Okay. So these are the values we have assumed. Now balance sheet. I will come to joint B. It is minus 100. So we apply plus 100, 50, 50. It is minus 100. Apply plus 100. So 50, 50. And it correspond to 25, 25, 25, 25 will be the. So from here to here it will go. From here to here it will go. Okay. From here to go to here. From here it will go to here. Okay. So that we have already discussed. If it is 25 plus 25 at each end, you have to apply minus 25. So the value will be minus 12.5, minus 12.5. Here also minus 12, minus 12.5. And carry over only minus 6, minus 6, minus 6, minus 6.25. Again, minus 6.1 we apply plus 6.125. So go on doing this. Since this value it converges to some value. Now it is has come down to 0.2. So from 100 to you come to 0.2 in how many cycles? 1, 2, 3, 4 cycles. So 4, 5 cycles are sufficient to come down to converge the value. Then you go on adding these columns and find these values. So these values will now give the end moments due to arbitrary sway. Okay. So once you find this arbitrary sway, let us go to the next step. Find the reactions. Now the reactions, it is quoting anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. So the reactions will come like this way. Okay, 28, 28, 28 like that. So 28 plus 28 is 56. So initially it was 0.91. Okay. So moments you have to calculate by taking the sway correction factor. So corresponding moments caused by R 0.99 kN can be calculated. So the ratios can be obtained. What is the initial value on the S value here? Just 0.91. So now S by S dash, at the correction factor S by S dash. So 0.9, but he has taken this value. So he has taken here 0.9 fixed, but you can calculate the value. So you can calculate the sway correction factor. What is the sway correction factor? So you write down a bit sway correction factor you have calculate here. So sway correction factor. We asked also in examination what is sway correction factor. So sway correction factor is equal to S by S dash, non-sway by sway. So this becomes 0.91 divided by 56. Okay. Now this value is equal to your K value. Once you know the K value, then you have to find out the final moments. So what are the final moments we have discussed? The final moments are equal to the final moments are equal to the final moments are equal to the moments due to non-sway analysis, final moments plus the sway correction factor multiply the non-sway moments, final moments. So that was the we have already discussed that the moment is equal to sway moments, non-sway moments plus K times sway moments. Okay. K times sway moments, and these are non-sway moments. Non-sway moments plus K times sway moments will give the, for each span MAB, MBA, MBC, MCD, calculate these values for sway and non-sway things. Okay. Now once you calculate these things, we'll go for the CR4 bending moment diagram. So calculate all the values, then we can draw the bending moment diagram. On the final values come here. Plus 1.59 means it is clockwise. So clockwise bending moment is positive here, right? Then it is 4.81 clockwise. So clockwise movement is negative here. So plus, and here is minus. Then it is anti-clockwise, minus 0.481. Plus 3.7 means clockwise. What a clockwise movement is taken as the for bending moment is negative from this side. So 4.81, 3.7 becomes the negative value. Similarly, here it is anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise is negative from this end. You are coming in this way. Okay, and here 2.66 is clockwise. So it is sorry anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise means it is positive minus 2.66. That means anti-clockwise direction. So anti-clockwise direction means it is positive. So it is anti-clockwise here. So from this side anti-clockwise is positive. Now once you do this, then calculate the value of this. This is was given at distance say. So calculate this value as a simply supported bending moment diagram. WA by L. So calculate this value comes 12.8. Calculate this value and put in. So now this is the final bending moment diagram. If further question is asked, calculate this final horizontal reactions of these moments and also the point of contact flexure. Then you have to draw your diagram. All these things you have to find out those things. You have to take the individual span AB, individual BC, CD, draw its Fourier diagram. Accordingly, you can find the reactions. Once you know the reactions, then you can find out where the bending moment changes sign. You can draw the shear force diagram. Okay. Now we see one problem. Let us discuss another problem on this two analysis. So now this is the second problem. Now in this problem, what is being done? In addition to this point load, there is a horizontal load given in this span. The load is applied on the span AB, and further the I is being geometrically it is unsymmetrical because the height is different here. The height is different here. This height is taken as 4 plus 3 is 7. So this height is taken 7 meter and this height is 4 meter. So here it is I, here it is I moment of inertia. Both ends are hinged. So they are also symmetrical from center. Only problem is that the heights are different and there is a horizontal load. There is no load symmetry. Once the height is different, then any one or combination of the things can cause sway. Here both loading is not symmetrical and the heights are different. So there will be sway in this problem. Let us do this problem. Now, like the last problem, we have to first do the non-sway analysis. So find the fixed end moments. In the AB, it is at a distance A and B. So we are going from this side. Okay, I've told you go from this side. So AB will be minus, BA will be plus, BC is minus, CB plus, CD will be minus, DC plus if they enrolled in span CD. So now put accordingly. So MF CD and MF DC, they become 0 because there is no load on the span CD. So that you can find out. Then calculate the MFAB minus WAB square by L square, which comes out to be minus 9.8 kilonewton meter. MFBA will come plus WAB square by L square. L is 7, so 7.3 plus. MFBC is minus WL by 8 and MFCB is plus WL by 8, so minus 10 and plus 10. So calculate these values. Let us go to the distribution factor. Now in this distribution factor, you have seen that AB is I, BC is 2I, and CD is I. So these I to I different values you have to incorporate here. Now you can see here, and further we have the relative stiffness. Now this end is hinged, this end is hinged. So what will the relative stiffness here? P by 4 I by L. You should also, and similar to this also. So in both case the relative stiffness will be 3 by 4 I by L, because both the ends for the span AB and CD are hinged. For span BC, we will consider fixed at both ends because it is continuity in both joints. That will be I by L. So you should be clear on that calculation. Otherwise, there will be mistakes. We'll put again I by L everything. So now BA will be, you can see BA is equal to 3 by 4 I by L. Okay, so that becomes 0.11 I, and BC is equal to not I by L. This is 2 I by L. Okay, for BC we should not write I by L is equal to 4. This is I is equal to 2I. So you have to take 2I, so that is 0.5. Total 0.61, and become 0.18 and 0.8. These are distribution factor for BA and BC. Similarly, CB is equal to BC, so 0.5I, and CD again 3 by 4, I by 4. I by 4 because height is different. I by L. L is different here 4, here L is 7. So you have to calculate the values. They come 0.721. So now based on this, we will go for this non-sway analysis. Okay. So that is the non-sway analysis here. So write down these joints A, B, C, D. Then you remember AB, BA, BC, CB, CD, DC, and distribution factor is 0 here. Sorry, it is 1 here because it is hinge section. For hinged, these values are 1, and for fixed it is 0. Okay, so it is 1, 1 rated. Now 0.18, 0.282, 0.72, 0.28, and we are taking minus 9.8, 7.3, minus 10, 10, and CD 0 because there is no load CD and DC. Now you see, first you have to release the joint D, right? Because we know at joint D, the moment should be equal to 0. We have calculated, considered as fixed, we have got some moments. Now first you have to balance this joint, and then we will carry out the moment distribution. And while calculating the moment distribution further, no moment will be transferred to this or carry over to this joint because it is already make 0. So this type of things we have already done for this continuous beams and also frames. Now also 0.98 plus, so it was minus 9.8. You apply plus 9.8 to make it 0. Now take half of this, it becomes 4.9. So either you can combine here to find these initial moments, or you can directly do the calculation as you like. Now it becomes 0 now. 7.3 plus 4.9 is 12.2. So it is minus 10, 10, 0, 0. Now nothing will nothing will carry over to this side because already we have taken a 0. And further, because this joint also is a hinge, nothing will carry over to this side. Be very clear on that. Had it been fixed, then we would have taken this value will carry over. Already hinged, it is already 0 here because there is no load. So no moment will transform from CD to DC because D is a hinged. So that you should keep in mind. If you will not do this initial, you can directly calculate this is 12.2 minus 10, it becomes plus 2.2. You have to apply minus 2.2. So if you are applying minus 2.2, then if you balance, it will be 0.4 here and 1.8 here. Okay. So because it will be for my this value will come as 12.2 minus 10 is plus 2.2. Apply minus 2.2. Minus 2.2 into 0.18 will be this value. Minus 2.2 to 0.8 will be this value. Well, here it is 10. Apply minus 10. So minus 10.72 is minus 7.2 and minus 2.2. Okay. And now from here to here, nothing will go. Here to here, nothing go. So now half of this will come here. Half will come from here. Minus 3.6, minus 0.9. Because these are already 0, so there is no scope for carryover. So don't do any carryover for this joint. So it is already 0. So I think now we can do step by step the carryover, balance carryover value and balance carryover. After 2-3 cycles, you'll find it comes come in the around value 0.1 and 0.1. So you can stop here. Okay. By stopping, you'll find the total moment is here 0. And if you add all these values from here to here, okay, here to here, not the top, because you have done initial here, so don't again add this value. So here to here you go on adding, it is 12.49, and here to here if you add, it is come 2.92, and here to here it is come minus 12.49. So plus 12 minus 12 plus 2 minus 2.9. So distribution is okay, because if they don't match here, then there is some error. The joint C, joint B should be equilibrium. So the moments from BA and BC must be equal and opposite in direction. So, and also in magnitude. Same magnitude with the opposite sign. Then only the joint will be equilibrium and your calculations is correct. So that you can check. Now, once you do the moment distribution, then we'll draw the free body diagram, because to calculate the value. Yes. Okay. So now calculate the values. What the value is coming? So it is 3.93. It is sorry. It is 12.49. That is clockwise. Here it is 0. So it is clockwise means you have to apply the force to make it anti-clockwise. So this value is coming 3.93. And here it is anti-clockwise, so it will be clockwise. So 3.93 plus 0.73. These will be minus values, because we are taking this direction is positive. So your S, and it is 10 here. Okay. So 10 minus 3.93 minus 0.73 to the value of your R. Here we are taking HA plus HD minus P. We have taken the value. You take like this, you can get this value. Now, it is like this means basically what will the value or what we have calculated? We have calculated that S, the S value is equal to HA plus HD minus P. Now this is minus, so this is minus, and this is plus. So you have to calculate the value. Now let us go for Sway analysis. Now here, what will the value? Again, I1 by H1 square by I2 by H2 square I have told. Okay. I1 by H1 square by I2 by H2 square. Now because the I values are same, what are the I values? I value was given same. So if we put the I1 by H1 square by I2 by H2 square, what will find out for this problem? Now let us do. What was your things? I1 by H1 square divided by I2 by H2 square is equal to MFAB by MFAB. So without doing all these calculations, you don't do direct write the formula, you can get the value. So I same. So it will be what? S2 will go up. So S2 square by H1 square. So that is nothing. The 4 square by 7 square. So it is in the ratio of 16 by 49. Ratio of 16 by 49. Okay. Now, because these are what is the condition here? Now we can see the condition also. Again, I have to draw this. Now it is A, this is B, this is C, sorry, this is C, this is D. Now it is hinged here. Now it is hinged here. So you can take this value MFAB, MFDC, they are 0. Because they are, you cannot take this value because you already 0. Now you can take only value MFBA and MFCD. So MFBA you can take, if it is 16, it is 49. So he has taken minus 16 minus 49. You can take plus 16 plus 49. It depends on you what value will take. So take the values and then you put the things in the moment distribution table. Now we'll go to the moment distribution table. You see fixed moment 0 0 df1 1 already we have written, minus 16 minus 49. So minus 16 you have to apply plus 16, and then in the proportions you have to apply these values. You will find all these balance this section. So I think you can do this balance carryover, balance. Those cycles will go on, and now when it has come to this value of 0.07, you see 0.04. So at this step it has been stopped. How many cycles you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have always emphasized to you that by after 4-5 cycles it will converge and you can stop there. So you can stop at balance. Now we'll find these values are coming this minus 16.36 plus 16.6, 35.5 and 35.1. Now what we'll do, and if you take these values, I will take these values, we'll find the horizontal reactions or whatever value coming. It's coming 2.34 here, it's coming 8.78. So what is HA plus SD? It is coming 11.1. So now if you make the ratio value, now the value will be 5.34 by 11.1 is your sway factor. This is your sway factor. So MAB 0 and MDC 0. So for these two things you find the final moments. The final moments is equal to MBA, MBC, MCD and MDC. Okay. So these are the final values you have to calculate. So now you know MAB 0 and MDC 0. So in both cases you add really 0 because it is hints. So for it is the moment due to non-sway analysis, and this is due to sway analysis, and this multiply by the factor sway factor. Sway factor is equal to non-sway moment divided by sway moment. So he has taken this, or you can find the k value s by s dash r by r dash what you target, and you can directly put here. So once you find all these moments, then we will go for the bending moment diagram. Okay. Now what is MAB 0, MBA plus clockwise, it is clockwise, anti-clockwise, it is clockwise, anti-clockwise 0. So simple you can say. So here it is 0, here it is 0. Now this value is 4.63 is 4.63 MBA is clockwise, clockwise is minus here, anti-clockwise is minus here, clockwise means bending moment minus here, anti-clockwise bending moment minus here. So it will 0 here. Now draw the 3 moments first. So these are the end moment diagram. Okay. So these diagrams are the end moments. Okay. You have known this. Now with this we have to superimpose the moment. Now we have the horizontal load here, and we have also a horizontal load here. So this will be WL by 4, and here at simply supported this coordinate will be WAB by R. So if you calculate these values, it is coming 17.429. So now all these things will cancel out. Now this will be your bending moment diagram. Okay. These are the bending moment diagram. This is positive. This is positive. This is positive. This is negative. Okay. This is negative. This is negative. Okay. And this is positive within this boundary, and all these are the negative. So these common things will cancel out. So with this, we stop this class for the moment distribution analysis used for the frames with sway. Thank you for attending this lecture.